we are here to play... Well, we're mostly here this week in general to be playing Next Fest demos, but actually this first demo is not a Next Fest demo. But we're playing this first because Arkos 2 is a Next Fest demo. Hey Mike, hope you're doing well. So, I'm pretty sure I've seen tweets about this series in the past, but I've never checked it out. So we're going to check out these demos in order, which means we're checking out the first one first. Fortunately, they do actually have demos of both games. I believe... Let me double check. I think the first game is like $10 or something like that. And the second one, of course, isn't out yet. Yeah, the first game is $9.99. But both games have demos currently. And I guess maybe there's a good chance of the second demo also remaining up after Next Fest. I always try to cram as many demo playthroughs during Next Fest week as possible because you never know which ones are going to stay up there afterwards. I just decided to pick these first. I guess I'll read from the store page for Arkos, the first one. It's a first-person fantasy shooter with destructible voxel environments. You play as the White Wizard Arkos, who went in search of a powerful weapon of his teacher, who disappeared without a trace many years ago in the dungeons of an ancient castle. The game is inspired by the classic old first-person shooters of the 90s like Heretic, Hexen, and Catacombs 3D, but rendered in true voxel volume. And like they mentioned, they've got destructible voxel environments. You've got 7 beautiful weapons, 7 episodes with boss battles, I guess in each. A MIDI soundtrack by Kubikami. 3 difficulty modes, and pure retro action with some puzzle elements. Let's see if we see any of those in the demo. Let's go ahead. Let's check out the options first. The options in both games are pretty similar. I did already turn off bloom in this game. I'm pretty sure the second one isn't as egregious about this, but bloom affects text as well and makes everything infinitely less readable. So I turned that off. Although I guess we could experiment with it on in-game just to see how different it looks, but it's like, it's hard to appreciate. I see more, like, the bloom affects the text more than it affects the background here, so. Hey, Tenmachi. Hope you enjoyed GDQ. I don't know if I've talked to you since then. So, we've got our standard WSAD controls, we've got a jump. I wasn't sure whether to expect a jump in this. And we've got an alt fire as well. So, we'll see how this goes. We also have toggles for camera shake and screen flashes. I may end up turning those off. I appreciate that they're there. We'll try it with them on first to see what it's like. I'm actually going to increase the volume of these a little bit, because they actually seem... Well, actually my air conditioner is running, which is also throwing me off a bit in terms of sound balance, but let's go with that. It's going as about as well as it could right now, I suppose. Hope you're all doing well. Alright, what did that say? I didn't see what the name of the map was. Like, there was a name under it. Hang on. So up here it says E1M01, but it doesn't say the name of the map. But I'm pretty sure there was another line of text down there. So we're going to pay attention this time, and not blink. Enter the dungeon. Okay. No copyright infringement here. Most of the way through your trip around a fair bit of the U.S. Oh, wow. Alright. In Indiana, but heading back to Oregon afterwards. Alright, so that was a mana potion. The messages are very tiny. Picked up a heal potion. Alright, so red equals mana. Blue equals heal. I have 127 health. So, one thing I'm, like, intentionally looking at here, because I also very briefly tested out the second game's demo, is, like, just keep an eye on, like, the weapon animation here. No matter which way I'm moving, the weapon animation is always swaying side to side the same way. That is going to change a little bit in the second game. Was there a use key in this? I feel like there wasn't. I can't actually see the controls from here anymore. That's unfortunate. Because from the main menu, there was definitely controls. I was thinking maybe this would be... No, there was alt fire and fire. I don't think there was use. Oh, wait. Alt-fire is also your action key. Surprise. Alright, well, that tells you. I feel like there's some kind of, like, bob or tilt or something that's throwing me off a little bit. I don't know what exactly it is. Minneapolis to Cleveland to Columbus to Indiana. Huh. So fun fact, Bobby apparently has me blocked on Twitter, and I have no idea why. Oh, hi, that's an enemy. At least assuming by Bobby you mean, Bobby, aka previously known as the Blacktastic. But yeah, I don't know. I think at one point I think I probably retweeted his tweet about, the masking policy change for people on camera at GDQ. I don't know if that's why he blocked me, because I retweeted him in full support of his statement that he was going to stay masked. So, I don't know. Sometime between then and after the event, I became blocked by him. I don't know what I did to tick him off. I mean, I'm pretty convinced that Bobby is good people, so. Am I also... Am I looking for a switch in here somewhere? What are we looking for? Can I destroy these? Nope. Can oh, I can destroy those. All right. Did I miss a message about that or something? I don't know. The only other thing is like, and like I'm fairly certain he never followed me or anything, but I was pretty critical about how much GDQ stalled on Saturday night for the what was it? The Breath of the Wild. Can I destroy these? I can destroy these. We've got destructible windows. That's fun. I might want to play with the mouse sensitivity a tiny bit here. It's not at an unreasonably high level, but you need a green key. I really wish the messages were bigger. Can I? I can't fire through that. This, I presume, needs a red key, yes. So there's our green key. Yeah, and I mean, it's not the first time that they've stalled like that. It might be the most egregious instance of it. Hello, what is that thing? That was hanging from the ceiling, right, so was that like a really chonk spider? What was going on there? I guess I can just... Oh, 150 might be my max on my health. Also, am I... Whoop, hi, I was checking whether I was blocking part of the HUD. Am I blocking part of the HUD? I might be blocking, like, the keys or something at most. Where did I see... Did I see a yellow key door? I assume that's not for this. No, that is not a red key. Was the yellow key door over here? Yes, it was. And there's our red key. So this is very much a basic introduction. And now we're gonna have a bunch of dudes in here. Is it possible to... It is possible to fire over their heads. Okay. I suspect I might have been doing a little bit of that accidentally. Does this have secrets? It does have secrets. I like how there are, like, excessive zeros everywhere. Like, secrets, 000 out of 001, as if you were going to have a level with 100 secrets. I hope not. I'm also curious about E1M01. Like, how many levels are you going to have per episode? I would not have expected more than 9. Also, okay, yeah, so that is consuming mana. Oh, okay, that's what was giving me, like, the rapid fire. I noticed that I was firing more rapidly than I thought I was originally. Oh, we got a red mage. And we have the exit. Oops, I didn't even notice that I was walking into the exit. I couldn't actually remember the... I remember... Actually, was there a stall last SGDQ? I can't remember. But I don't remember the details of ones in the past. Oh, you can actually restart the level there too, so that's interesting. If you want to try to redo it and find more stuff. Lair of Spiders. You've been warned. What? That was totally a Zelda noise in the music. Also, why is there shaking everywhere? Also, I guess this is our shotgun? Also, this music is vaguely... Oh, I see. There's lava everywhere. Why is there lava Why am I dead? Why was there lava everywhere? The music was vaguely reminding me of the stage select music once you get to the Sigma levels in Mega Man X1. Yeah, that's totally a Zelda noise right there. You got to hear the Zelda noise again. I guess we're just racing the ground. So we just need to keep moving. I think I should probably actually rebalance the audio, because the sound effects are not loud enough. So the screen shake... Oh, I can't... those other settings that I was thinking of turning off, I can't actually turn off in the pause menu. That's unfortunate. Let's just turn that as far up as it'll go and turn that down a tiny bit. Because, like, the screen shake serves a purpose. It's once you realize it anyway. It's like, it's telling you better move. But it is a bit much to be going for this long. Another new weapon. Ethereal Sonata. Use alt fire to teleport to the projectile. Oh, wow, alright, we got, like, movement tech now. Is this the first weapon that's had a alt fire? I think so. None of the other weapons have an alt fire. Okay. I guess we gotta go back. Was that open before? That was not open before, was it? Or is that actually where I went through? I think that's... Yep, that's the entire thing that I went through that was melting underneath me. So we need to go over there now. I guess the other question, though, is does this also hurt things? Yes, it does. But it probably doesn't do sufficient damage, like... That costs 2 mana, and that probably does more damage. Yeah, it's like you kind of have to look behind you to get the hint, really. I do kind of wish there was a run, but there doesn't seem to be a run. And that is the end of our level. Again, missed whatever secret there was. I have not found any secrets yet. I think we will find that the second game in the series has stepped things up a few notches, though, when we get to that. Oh, these guys are effectively tonberries, I just realized. Are those just... Those are just traps, okay. So that cursed key sure looked like a copyright infringement key to me. Basically looked like a Link to the Past big key. OG Xbox emulation. What... Has that ever been anything known to work to a decent degree? Because I feel like that's always been like... I don't know, maybe I just snoozed on it. Actually, I forget, is Xenia OG Xbox, or is that something else? Here's our... This has got to be a boss room or something. It sure is. Did that say lion caterpillar? They couldn't settle for just an antlion. It has to be a lion caterpillar. This is also 100% something from Link to the Past. This is basically Moldorm. It seems like I'm doing damage when I hit the center of it. Or, you know, the head. Is he mad now? Did I die? No, I apparently... I apparently finished the level. What the hell? Congratulations, you have finished the Arkos demo. This is just a small part of the exciting adventure awaiting you in the full version. It's time to check if it's out or wishlisted. Hint, it's out. So that was a fun little thing. It definitely feels like it might be mimicking LTTP a little too closely, honestly, in some ways. But yeah, that is, that's true. If it were Moldorm, I'd be getting sent down floors. But yes, that was definitely quick. Oh, Xenia was 360. Okay. Xenia is also really good for the things it works with. Because I feel like I remembered... I was looking into, like, some shmup, and like, yeah, at some point I remembered reading that, like, there was some shmup that you had better luck using Xenia for than arcade emulation or something. It might have been one of the cave shmups or something, but I don't remember which. Alright, should we try and find a secret, though? Because, like, that demo took 12 minutes. Let's play the first level again. Oh, and also... Wait, before we do that, actually, let's go back to the main menu. Were there screen... I didn't even notice screen flashes. I'm sure there were screen flashes when I, like, pick up items or something. Let's turn off the camera shake for the heck of it. I guess I'll... Should I even use the timer again? I forget, does this show... That doesn't show my time. I guess I'll reset and restart, and we'll see how long it takes me to find the secret in the first level. The thing is, I don't know what kind of pattern the secrets take. Like, should I just be... That might be, like, a note or two off from proper Legend of Zelda fanfare. Or, you know, like, puzzle solution jingle. So this level's pretty short, so, like, we ought to be able to find the secret eventually. I just don't know whether I should be, you know, hitting the Alt-Fire key on walls with reckless abandon, or what exactly. Oh, well, there it is. We found it. Was there any conveyance for that whatsoever? Or did it completely blend in? Alright, it took us 1 minute to find it. I'm gonna restart that. Because I want to pay more attention to it. It was where the green key was. Okay, yeah, that opens when I pick that up. That's why that dude bum-rushed me last time. Okay. I don't see anything different about that wall. Oh, wait, nope. Yeah, there's that. So, whatever that little thing represents... Actually, you can completely destroy it too. And then, if you completely destroy it, then you really can't tell. So that might have been the tell for the secret. Alright, well, that was Arkos 1. I guess we can move on to Arkos 2 and see how much more evolved the second installment demo is. So let me open that up right now. And we'll reset the timer again. So, Arkos 2. Oh, let me bring up the page for Arkos 2 on Steam and see what that one says. Arkos 2 is a first-person fantasy shooter with destructible voxel environments. That sounds very familiar. You play the old wizard Arkos. He's old now. That's new. Who has to save the land of the Twilight. Game inspired by the classic old first-person shooters of the 90s, like Heretic, Hexen, and Catacomb 3D, but powered with some bloody voxels. The ancient evil is back. Next generation of voxel engine with destructible voxel environments, 5 episodes with boss battles, classic-style MIDI soundtrack, 3 difficulties, 5 unique weapons, pure retro action with some puzzle elements. The game features voxel blood. You have been content warned. Yeah, both of the store pages mention Catacomb 3D, which I mean I can certainly see why, because this is more on the level of Catacombs in terms of construction, like level design, because it's cube based. But let's see what we got here. Welcome, Wanderer. Thanks for playing the Arkos 2 demo. The demo contains the first 3 levels of the full game. Please keep in mind that the game is still in development and some things might change. Feel free to send us some feedback to submit@retrosouls.net or at the Steam forums. You can also follow Arkos Game on Twitter. Have a nice play. Alright, so let's see what the options are. So, immediately we can see that the enemies are more 3D. Because the enemies, I'm pretty sure the enemies were all flat sprites in the first game. So that's been upgraded. It looks like we have, like, columns and stuff, you know, like pillars and whatnot in the background here, too. So things are a little bit less cut and dry cube-based as they were in the previous one, perhaps, maybe, a little bit. We've got more multi-tiered option screens now. Quality, I think, was on high to begin with, and I switched it to insane. You can see that when you get to high, it adds like these lights and stuff in the background. And you can see that bloom does not impact the menu screen anymore. I can see it impacting the torch in the background a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but you've got an FOV slider that you can immediately see what the impact is. We're just gonna leave it where I had it, I guess. Then, of course, we've got our sound and music volume. If I know anything from the previous game, I should probably balance the sound volume higher. I'm gonna nudge the music a little bit down. Again, you've got your input controls. The A and D look very similar here. That's unfortunate, but that's just a artifact of the lowercase font. Again, it mentions fire and alt-fire. Remains to be seen whether alt-fire is also used in some contexts. And then you've got a bunch of advanced stuff. You've again got camera shake and flashes that you can turn off. You've got motion blur that you can turn off, which I might want to do. But let's jump in and see what it looks like. This will erase game save. Missing an R there. If you have it, are you sure? That I think we had a similar notice. Did we have a similar notice to that in the previous one? We probably should have. So yeah, you got God Rays immediately. Actually, hang on. I wanna restart that. Also, I didn't start the timer, did I? I start with no weapon, and if I dawdle getting the first weapon, I'm basically screwed. Now they're playing keep away. Unintentionally. And they melt into voxels. That's pretty great. That effect right there. Okay, so in this one, alright, they have already addressed one of my critiques of the first game in the second game, which is you can get to the full options menu. This music is a little overpowering. It didn't seem like it made much of a difference. I feel like we've got, like, What If entryway, but also a Weird Al Yankovic polka at the same time. Which is not a complaint, by the way. We've got differing heights now. We've immediately got stairs. That's new. Okay, so the sprites... Yeah, no, the pickups... Did I just get hurt by standing on a torch? Yep, I sure did. Whoops. I am once again covering the keys on the display. Oh, wow. I am dropping frames. Why am I dropping frames? Why would this game be... Why would this game be so hard on my graphics card? I've even got the FPS limit on. Let me try lowering that. And see if it helps. It's still doing it. Like, I can see in OBS that it's dropping frames. And I don't know why. If I Alt-Tab out, does it fix it? Yeah, if I Alt-Tab out, it's fine. That seems like it's putting way too much pressure on the GPU, and there's no reason that a voxel game should be putting that much pressure on the GPU. I'm gonna keep an eye on the performance, and then I'm gonna Alt-Tab back into the game. Wait, now it's fine though. What happened? Oh, nope, now it's doing it again. Yeah, one of the GPUs is the NVIDIA GPU is skyrocketing. Why is that happening? Alright, let's turn it off insane then. Let's try high. It is no longer at 100%, so that's probably good. Alright. We're gonna try high. I don't know what insane does, but insane apparently throttles the GPU like you wouldn't believe. And this is running a 3060, so it's not like it's a well, it's one generation old, I guess, now, but, yeah. I mean, hey, Steve Maniac, it sounds like it could be Doom music, except for the accordion. Alright, so let's go back to admiring the more 3D nature of everything. We've got lots of 3D details, we've got 3D enemies, and 3D pickup sprites now. Oh, and we've got bump to open. We no longer need an open key. Why am I bobbing up and down like this? Also, one thing that I wanted to pay attention to earlier was, like, the weapon movement and stuff. I'm also, like, double-checking. I think we're still doing okay. Although, the GPU's getting kind of high again, but it's not hitting 100%. Everything is squishy now. Even those guys are extremely squishy. Nope, it's happening again. Alright, I guess we'll push it down again. Let's go to normal, I guess, and see what happens there. It's like, now all the lighting effects should also be gone. It's hovering around 60% now. Oh, now we actually do have tab for level stats. Oh, and a map. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, but we didn't... I know our weapon bobbed in the first game, but did we bob this much, though? Because I feel like we're practically on a trampoline in this. Anyway, let's restart. I'll restart the timer also. Hopefully we won't have any more technical issues. It's unfortunate that I can't really show you guys the higher graphical settings, because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to play on the higher graphical settings, and it's kind of unfortunate because, like, you lose all the lighting effects by being on normal. But we're gonna play on normal. And hopefully things will keep up. I suppose I could also get rid of Bloom. I don't know how much of that would do. But I feel like things will be easier to see without bloom anyway. And yeah, the screen flashes happen when you pick up items, so I imagine turning that off would just remove that effect on picking stuff up. Oh, I just got some depth of field there. Like, if you're right in front of here, and then you go over here, you can totally see the depth of field. I feel like that's weird for a voxel game. If you like that, that's cool, I guess, but I'm gonna turn that off, too. Also, I guess if I turn off camera shake, would that turn off the bobbing, I wonder? That does not turn off bobbing. So camera shake is not bob. That's the wrong menu, isn't it? I wish escape wouldn't go all the way out immediately. Like, this back will go back one menu, but escape backs you out of the whole thing all at once. Alright, until we find out what camera shake actually is, I will leave that alone. Yeah, my GPU is doing quite a bit better now. One more to go. Okay, we have evolved from Doom to Quake. Sometimes there's so many voxel details here that the skulls can be a little bit buried. It's faster, but the height difference is the same. Shoot or touch marked wall to go further. Okay. We got elevators now. Still got, well, slightly more satisfying destructible glass, since it's all 3D now. Wait a second, can I land on that? Also, I gotta remember I can jump. I did not jump at all last time, did I? Whoa, that was weird. Yes, I can, in fact, land on this. And also... Whoa, wait, there's stuff behind here. Okay. I still haven't hit the second one of those, have I? Oh, I do have an alt fire on this now. Oh, there's the other switch. Also, what's in here? Health. You know, one thing I didn't really make note of is there's no saving. There's no within level saving, so I guess there's just the you continue at the level you left off at. I'm guessing that's going to be our machine gun weapon again. Okay, you can no longer heal above 100. Yeah, this is effectively pretty similar to how this weapon functioned in the first game. Wait, that overhealed me? Oh, passing holy portals saves. Okay. Apparently you do have checkpoints in this one. I am wasting so much ammo. Okay, yeah, so this weapon still doesn't consume mana. I'm sure that's supposed to be piles of skulls or something, but I keep thinking it's toilet paper. But I guess that would be the case if this were made in 2020. See, that looks like the switches before, but that's actually a lock. So yeah, I'm surprised the camera shake is an option, but turning off Bob is not an option. That is not what I wanted to go into. Also, have we had any more frame drops since last time? Actually, what I should do is reset my stats so I can keep an eye on whether any of the numbers become non-zero. There's our key. So far, it's 0. So I'm still confused before, because I could have sworn earlier I tried picking up a health and it flattened out at 100. Break the stained glass. There might be something interesting behind theme. Another typo. Oh, so that's, yeah. That's telling you to look behind here. So it's good that they've got hints now. So in case anybody had issues with conveyance in the first game, they should not have those issues with this one. I don't trust myself using the second weapon on the flying dudes. I miss too often. Is my max mana higher in this than it was in the first game? That door opens elsewhere. That's another switch door then, I guess. Does that mean anything? No, those decorations are on all of them, I guess. Oh, I didn't use that key yet. Whoops. Alright. Also, what, I have 1 out of 4 secrets. They've increased the frequency of their secrets. And the only one I found was actually a destructible wall secret. Is there one of those over here too? Yep, there sure is. So I didn't realize they actually conjure the skulls. Yep, now that's open. This is presumably the end of the level. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can just, like, cut through the middle and then the whole thing collapses. I don't suppose the map would give any indication of secrets? Well, I guess we'll go to the next level. I am gonna tweak my sound balance a little bit more. Well, the first level kept me occupied for almost as long as the entire first game's demo, so... yeah, I would say they made things a little more complex. Oh. Need to actually focus on the continue prompt there. Actually, let me check something. Yeah, so I think in both of the games, the menus are not keyboard accessible. You have to use the mouse. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, also, I didn't realize that's actually a toggle using tab. You don't have to hold it. The Temple of Phoenix. I was gonna say, did I miss the level name? But nope, there it is. Splish. Don't forget that every weapon has an alt-fire mode. Yes, that one actually fires 3 at a time. I have not tried the alt-fire this, and actually that's also an upgrade over the first game, because I think the first couple of weapons didn't really do anything with alt-fire. Which might have been a good thing, given that... Wait, why are these guys disintegrating in one hit now? I thought they usually took multiple hits. I interrupted myself. Oh, right, I was saying that, like, in the first game, alt-fire also doubled as use. So that was probably why not everything had an alt-fire. Alright, who else made noises? Alright, Mike. Well, good luck with the interview. I am hoping to get another round scheduled tomorrow. Don't know when it'll actually be yet. Yo, he ducked. Oh, hi. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. This is why I don't like wasting mana on these guys. Alright, we got a key. I didn't even know I needed the key. Oh, now I remember what it was. It's not when you strafe, but when you turn, you actually see the weapon, like, aim left and right as you're turning. Oh, this was where I came up, I guess, and I have to go down another way? Maybe. I was gonna say, that looked suspicious. There was that little red thing there. Oh my god. My character needs to lose weight. Oh, wait. No, that's where I got the key. How do I get out of here? I apparently can't take that elevator back down. Wow, they even got fans now? Oh, I can destroy this. Alright. I did not know that. I wonder if there's fall damage in this. I should turn the map on again. I apparently didn't go this way at all. Okay. I am only now learning to recognize the Skull Conjurers versus the other dudes who are much squishier. Alright, so that's what I got the key for. What's over here? That's another way to get down. Okay. I'm wondering whether the big mana sound is actually just a slowed down version of the small mana sound. There's our continue point. These guys are new. Our first projectile enemy in this game. Fire upon buttons to break a phoenix seal. Also, I haven't tried the alt fire for this. I just heard a dude, I don't know where. I don't know if that was the button it was talking about firing upon. Oh wait, it's those. Spread your wings. Oh, well, it said you wings. Another typo. I reckon this is still sort of our shotgun. Actually, no, this is more of a... Well... No, yeah, this is still effectively our Oh, God. That might have hurt me. Did that hurt me? It sure did. That's your alt fire. It hurt him, too. Actually, how much mana does that take? That takes quite a bit of mana. Alright, now that I have wasted a bunch of mana and also health... Oh, that's not a good place to go. Portal activated? What? Oh. Did I actually, like, end up hitting that? I don't know, it's basically gone now. One other thing I wanted to test. This had a motion blur thing, didn't it? Yeah, so how obvious is that? Oh yeah, things look a little sharper now, don't they? Yeah, I probably honestly like things better with that off. Oh, yeah, that wasn't active before, was it? That was the thing I was trying to... No, wait, this was a different room than that. No, yeah, that was the thing I tried to shoot earlier, then. Oh, that's the exit. Surprise. I suppose that is what the exit in the first level looked like, isn't it? Okay, need to find my mouse again. Elder Streams. Yo, this music's cool. I'm not... So, like, some of the stuff in this sounds MIDI to me. It sounds like general MIDI to me. Some of it doesn't. Oh, yeah, no. There's definitely stuff in the soundtrack that is not MIDI. It's definitely a mix. So, like, the glockenspiel in the previous level's music was MIDI-esque. Probably, you know, a GM sound font or something. I just realized I'm using the weak weapon again, and I shouldn't be doing that. But, like, once you get into the bass and the hi-hat in this is not MIDI. That requires a gold key. It's kind of easy to confuse those with switches, because it's pretty much the same symbol, I think. And even the same color, just on a different, you know, it's in a different context. But it would be nice if they figured out a different way to indicate one versus the other. But yeah, depending on how a game uses Bloom, I tend to end up turning it off, but not always. Motion blur, more often than not, I usually end up turning off, I think. And screen shake, again, it depends. Or, like, if they give me the option to reduce it, I'll try that first. Slimy Guardians. Wait. The all-fire for this is practically a railgun? Okay, that's neat. Yeah, it pierces, doesn't it? Since I can't really tell whether it's piercing it. I'm not actually sure whether the railgun is worth it unless you are piercing. Also, hello, Secret. You know, I'm just thinking now, are there difficulty levels in this? I feel like I haven't had a difficulty select in either demo. And I have to wonder whether the full games have a difficulty. Well, actually, no. Yeah, didn't the store page say it did? Yeah, 3 difficulty modes. It might not be in the demo though. So I don't know whether this is normal. I would assume it's not hard. That is the beginning of the level. This is our key and our midway point. Those are spikes. Surprise, we actually need to jump now. That is a lot of stained glass. What? Oh, their shots like home in or so. I was gonna say, I thought there was one behind me shooting. But there was not. It just arced around. So those guys are kind of like Vors. Sometimes what you're looking for is right above your head. Okay. I mean, that's just a light fixture, seemingly. Ah, but there's a switch up there. Okay, so this is, very Quake-inspired. That's really sneaky, though, because, like, that's so easy to miss. Because the ceiling is recessed. And it's got a grate on it. Like, that feels like something that should be a secret, not progression. I mean, granted, in this case, there was a tip for it, but... Oh, and that's also the same weapon as in the first game, it looks like. Yep. Wait, that's an Eternal Sonata. So is that supposed to be eternal, or is that supposed to be ethereal? Because it was neither. Alright, we got 2 continue points in this stage. You're telling me that's not even hit scan? Is this guy just invincible? Mark an enemy with Sonata projectile and use the alt fire to telefrag. Okay, that's new. Splat. I wonder whether that actually worked in the first game, too. Because the first game introduced this weapon as a teleport, but it never mentioned telefragging explicitly. I mean, it never mentioned anything explicitly. That game didn't have tips the way that this one does. That would certainly make a lot more sense. No, the first game I did try firing at enemies with this, and the first game it just hits the enemy and hurts them, but it seemed like it did less damage than the other weapons. So this is this weapon has a straight upgrade, it seems like. Although I have to wonder if there's limits to what enemies you can mark with this, or maybe it would have actually marked in the first game, but I needed to damage them enough. I don't know. I suppose the other thing I should be a little worried about is, like, we get introduced to 4 out of the 5 weapons in the demo. And there's many more episodes. So, like, they're giving you your weapons awfully early. Even more continue points. It does turn them red, also. So, I suppose there is the matter of, like, maybe I just didn't realize that it was marking them in the first game. I suppose we could play through the first game again really fast, the first demo really fast again. That was weird. Apparently I aimed a bit high on that. So I take it... Yeah, those were actually lifts. So you didn't have to telefrag those guys to get in there, but using the telefrag makes it faster, I suppose. And I think we're at the end of the level. No. Yeah, no, we've got all the kills. I wonder what it counts as items, because if it counts all ammo and stuff as items, you could end up, like, not picking it up. Because, like, if you're full, I would imagine... It's unfortunate that these elevators can't go down again, so you actually have points of no return in levels. But here's our elevator, and I imagine this is the end of the demo? Yep, it is. Well, that demo took twice as long for us to finish. I think this is the same message that we saw at the beginning, yeah. Well, I'm glad I played them in order, because, like, you can definitely see that there's quite a bit more work going into the second game in terms of the graphic design of enemies and pickups. Possibly a little more work on weapon mechanics, and obviously more work on level design in terms of you've now got steps and elevators, which maybe those exist in the first game, but we didn't see it in the demo anyway. And a lot more verticality, also like ceiling switches apparently, spike pits, like reasons to jump. So it's interesting to see the evolution, and it looks like the second game is going to be quite a bit more interesting. I wonder if they'll offer a bundle at some point, because that would seem to make sense. But I mean, to me, the second game seems like the stronger sell right off the bat. But both of them seem decent though. And again, I appreciate having some accessibility options, like being able to turn off camera shake and flashes and stuff like that. I'm going to go back to the first game, and to the first demo, and we can play through it again and test whether that third weapon is, in fact, telefrag capable. But I think I will have to play through it again, because I think it's going to start me at the beginning, because I reset it once. But that's okay. This shouldn't take us that long. I mean, I guess we can start the timer and, like, do how much time it takes me to get to the point of having the fourth weapon. Yeah, like, coming back to the first game after playing the second game, like, the explosions and stuff are so much more satisfying. Things seem mixed louder in general in the second game. Alright, don't forget that wasn't the secret in here? Yeah. Might as well take that while I'm here. Green key goes to the other side. I guess we technically never have to go in here at all. Does that guy actually drop the gold key? Or yellow key, whatever it is? I also appreciate that the second game didn't have any questionable infringement on LTTP, whereas the first game kind of did, with at least one sound effect and at least one key design. I guess the first game also did have columns, and I just was not paying attention. It also had, yeah, I thought I remembered the trees being in here too. Can I, like, get around? You can't make these guys have their back face you, so yeah. They made the enemy models a lot more complex in the second game. See, okay, one thing I appreciate is press fire to continue. Whereas in the second game, you have to click continue explicitly, even though I'm pretty sure continue is the only option. I don't think there was a restart option in the second game. So that seems especially weird. That they would get rid of an option, but then also require you to explicitly click a button, which makes it a lot slower. So, like, speedrunning the second game is going to be somewhat tied to how quickly you can find that continue button. Also, there's definitely less head bob going on here, if any at all. Alright, so we have the weapon now. Like, the weapon still bobs, but your head is not bobbing the way it was in the second game. It's bobbing, it might be bobbing a little bit, like, it goes down when you move, and then it goes up a little bit, or, like, it feels like it's snapping up and down a little bit, but it's not nearly like the second game was. Alright, so the question is, can we telefrag enemies with this? I am going the wrong way. No, you can't. Alright, well that's what we were here to test. I guess I might as well finish this out anyway. So the telefrag thing was explicitly added in the second game, and makes a lot of sense, although it might also make that weapon a little OP, depending on who you're allowed to telefrag with it. Because, like, if that works for literally any enemy in the game, no matter how tanky, I could see that being extremely broken. So, one thing I would wonder is how Arkos 2 balances that. But Arkos 2, I'm going the wrong way. Arkos 2 definitely makes it feel like weapons have more impact, though. I will definitely give it that. Oh, that's right. This has the traps on the walls. I forgot. Did that just, like, dissipate? I think this actually has a limited range. Right, I forgot. I have a use key. That might be why I wasn't hitting the boss as much with the third weapon. It might have been the range on it. Also, it seems like once he curls up there, he might not take damage anymore. Oh, there's nothing in there. I thought there might be supplies in there. Nope. Yeah, once he pauses like that, he's not blinking when I hit him anymore. Other than those green things that were, like, midway through... Oh, jeez, I just got completely dunked. Other than the green guys that were midway through the third level in the second game, was there really a boss? I feel like there wasn't. I feel like that was it. Like, those were introduced as if they were a boss, but they weren't at the end of the level. So that part was surprising. Well, there you go. We played through the first one again in half as much time. I definitely do think, you know, I already said, but I definitely do think the second one seems quite a bit more impressive, which, like, if you've played the first one, and you need a reason to be interested in the second one, then, I mean, I guess the unfortunate thing is some of the weapons do seem kind of similar, although, again, they do have, more alt-fire capabilities and stuff as well. I'm pretty sure the earlier weapons in this do not have alt-fire. If I do resume game, will that bring me to the third level again? No, it actually brings you to the congratulations screen. Oops, okay. I mean, I can confirm it for the first couple of weapons if I just hit new game right now. And yeah, okay, this one does not warn you about it overwriting like the second one does. So the first game actually starts you with a weapon in your hand, which is nice. But yeah, I'm right-clicking. There is no alt-fire. Because there's a use button. So I definitely appreciate that the second game no longer conflates alt-fire and use. It takes the Quake approach of just move into things to use them. And also gives every weapon an alt-fire because it's freed up to do so by no longer conflating it with use. So yeah, definite improvements to the second game. Definitely appreciate the more 3D aspects of it, both in terms of verticality and also like the enemy and pickup designs too. So, neat little games here. I don't know if it's known what the second one will cost when it releases. Does it have a set release date? No, it just says coming soon. But again, pretty sure the first one is $10. Yep, so I would assume the second one would cost at least that, if not more. It sounds like the second one might have fewer episodes. I don't know if that works out to significantly fewer levels or not. But should be interesting. This is not necessarily something I am going to like heavily prioritize playing, just because my backlog is already ginormous in terms of FPS stuff. But it's something to keep an eye on, keep in mind. And, you know, like it said, it's inspired by Heretic and Hexen, but also possibly most predominantly Catacombs 3D. So if that's up your alley, then check these out. These demos are... the first game's demo presumably has been available for a while. And the second one's demo is available now during Next Fest. I don't know for sure whether it will continue to be available, but given that the first one's demo is still available, even though the game first came out in November of 2021, I would like to think that the second one will remain available as well. I always appreciate when demos do remain available. I honestly hate that I can't trust that to happen with all game demos. Some of them get pulled down as soon as an event is over. For, I guess, could be various reasons. But yeah, that was Arkos and Arkos 2. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely, like, super colorful. And the voxels are very fun, especially in the second game. So, if voxels are not a thing that turns you off, or if you are actually specifically interested in voxel-based graphics, then even more worth checking out then, in that case.